think I overran the trigger. Okay. My second shotgun, Benelli M4. Benelli M3 was my first shotgun. In my previous video, I showcased the Benelli M3. It's a dual action mode shotgun with the pump feature, and of course it starts as a semi-auto shotgun with a pump feature. And this is the M4. This is semi-auto only. In the previous video of the M3, yeah, I struggled with I bought it new, but I was having trouble with the carrier latch being too stiff. On the second to last round and the last round, it would fail to feed. And so eventually it worked itself out. After 700, 800 rounds, it took a while to actually work itself out, and it's reliable now, but decided to get a M4 because this is what I've always wanted. Of course, this is a mil-spec shotgun used in the USMC, used by the Marines and I think other militaries around the world. And I came across this one for a good price, so I figured why not. So this would be first shot. I did ghost load the shotgun already, which is one in the chamber, one in the carrier. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can probably see that. And 7-round tube. And this one is a collapsible stock, full length 7-round tube. Pretty much LEO version. Okay, let's shoot some. I have target a C-zone at 50 yard. I'm shooting Lambro buckshot, 12 gauge buckshot, double aught. Okay, no problem. It's interesting because I can see the chrome lined chamber and bore, which that's always nice to have. So recoil is actually nicer than the M3. The M3, M1, M2, M3, from what I understand, the inertia driven operating design, it depends on the amount of recoil impacting your shoulder. Only then the carrier, bolt carrier, starts to come back, which in a way it's not really, it acts like pretty much a pump action shotgun with the auto loading feature pretty much in terms of recoil. And for this one, it's a gas regulating, self-regulating gas system. There's 2 piston rods underneath the handguard here that drives the carrier back. And I can already tell, while not shooting side by side, the recoil is quite a bit softer than the M3. Okay. I'm shooting the Lambro buckshot, double aught 1350 FPS. Okay, no problem. This one is softer, the recoil is softer, and it is easier to load. I don't know what was wrong with the M3 that I had. I bought it new. It's just very stiff to load. And of course, I mentioned about the failure to feed on the last two rounds. And okay, this is the Red Star Serbian shotgun shell. This is actually like 1/4 inch longer than other ones. I'm sort of already expecting failures from these, but we'll see. So this is slug, 1600 FPS apparently, which is really fast. Okay, so you can see it doesn't actually fit 7 rounds. The last one just does not want to go in. I have space, maybe like an inch or so, but the last round does not want to go in. Okay, let's change the angle real quick. All right. It shoots really low for some reason. Okay, so that one actually ran fine. Let me turn this up. Okay, so that one, kind of surprising. I was expecting failure to feed. Okay, more of the Serbian shotgun shell. Yeah, the loading is smoother than the M3. I believe that's, yep, the last one. Okay. It does recoil more. Oh. Failure. You can probably see this. So it's the next round, the next shell is trying to get up from the carrier, but this one seems to be, yeah, probably just too long of a case or a haul. Okay. Okay, and this one. Might be able to see that. So it's similar to the M3. The last, this one, yep, that's the last one. The last shell is trying to come up the carrier, but I think there's just, being a longer shell, the Serbian stuff here, it's longer and there's just too much friction or drag on the carrier, on the carrier latch. So it doesn't want to come up. You do have to help it by just push in a little bit. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that was the last shot. Okay, so pretty good. Happy with the purchase so far. Only a couple rounds through this. Let me get more and we'll shoot some more. Let me show you the difference on the shells. I have Red Star slug next to Lembro buckshot, and right here this is Troy slug. So you can probably tell there's a bit of a difference to the overall length. Maybe like a 1/4 inch taller on the Red Star. So this was giving me problem in the M3 as well, and as you saw earlier, it was having trouble with feeding as well in the M4. So I don't want to blame the gun. This is failure to feed is probably due to the overall length being too long on the Red Star stuff. So okay, anyways. Let's just finish up the Red Star slug, 1600 FPS. failure again on the last round. All right, let's try Lembro buckshot. Okay. The buckshot doesn't kick as much as the slug. And I have 2 slugs from Troy. Kinda doesn't want to stay in there. Okay, max capacity. Alright. Okay. It is getting a little hot, but not on the handguard, but on the barrel itself. The handguard actually doesn't. There's no heat coming from the handguard. I've watched other videos on the Benelli M4, and some of the guys talked about how the handguard gets hot after a while. Not so much in my limited experience. That was only maybe 30 or so rounds, 40 maybe. Wasn't really counting, but no problem. I do like the, I will say, I do like the collapsible stock. It feels shorter than the fixed stock version, which is more comfortable for me. I did measure it. This is from the trigger to the butt pad. This is 14 inches length of pull. I think the fixed stock version is a bit longer, perhaps. Not super sure, but this feels more comfortable. It is nice that the handguard is closer to the receiver, so you don't have to. On the M3, the pump action, because it is pump action and semi-auto, the handguard's more like towards this area. You really have to reach forward to grab on the handguard. So this one's nice. Notice the rounds are not being picked up. You do have to press the release right here. And then the shell gets on the carrier and you can load one like that. So I was wondering, with the Argo system being short stroke piston pretty much, I wonder if it will short stroke if I don't support the gun on my shoulder. So let's see. Not shoulder right now. Safety on. Did it cycle? Okay, it cycled. Oh, got a failure. This is the Troy. Probably can't see that. Oh, there it is. So the Troy slug, it's not it's just a normal size shell, so it should not be doing this. But so it seems like you do have to support the gun, even with the Argo system. You do have to support the shotgun on your shoulder. Let's see. So just barely, that was the last round, and just barely out of the tube. Okay. So, not supported again. Lock back. So it could be just the magazine tube spring being slightly weak on the last round, because it fired fine for the rest of the 6. The 7th round, the last round, did not feed correctly. So yeah, I do like this shotgun. It looks really good. Functioned well. The recoil is good. I got a good price on this. Normally they're, I think, $2,000 or so dollars, I think. I got it for barely, only a few bills more than the M3. So, yep, I enjoyed this. So this is the Troy slug. It doesn't want to load the very last round for some reason. Okay. Functioned fine. All right. I do appreciate the softer recoil from the M4, the Ergo system, auto regulating gas operation, I believe. It's pretty nice. Yep, again, it doesn't want to load the last round. I'm using a cheapo Amazon $7 shotgun shell belt. It works fine. Okay. Okay. That was Red Star, no problem that time. The Red Star shell, again, it's longer than the others. Sometimes you'll see failure to feed. 3 more rounds of the Red Star. Okay, no problem. Let's try some buckshot this time. Lembro buckshot, 1350 FPS. Let's try some rapid fire. No problem. Okay, do more. No problem. Okay, last box for today. I have just 10 rounds of Red Star slug. Let's finish it up.